guys? Welcome back. So today I am in the city, heading to Mood, which is actually right across the street. I'm in here today. Also, before I start off, I apologize if the sound sounds a little wild. I don't know if the people I bought this camera from sold me a fucked up mic, but it's been very trash. But it's all good. We're making it do. So again, I apologize. I do gotta get that figured out. But I'm stepping in the Mood right now just to get some fabric. As you see, I'm wearing the Maddox hoodie. I'm working on a new project that's going to consist of the same fabric, just in a different color, which is going to be black. So we're going to go in here, get this fabric, and yeah, hope you guys enjoy this vlog, and we'll keep going. Alright, so right now I'm in between. Well, actually, I'm not even in between. This is this one. This is the same exact one. As you see, it's pretty expensive per yard, 25. So at least y'all know I'm putting some great quality into these fucking garments. But yeah, this probably is the best as we gonna do. All these are like fleeces, which are probably a little bit cheaper. I mean, by like $5, but I really don't want a fleece. I want you know, the loop back, just so it's not as heavy, you know, when you're wearing it. And the spring, it's already 400 GSM, so you know, gotta do what we gotta do. So I'm pretty sure we're gonna go with this one right here. So we just got the black French terry. Well, I just got the black French terry. I don't know we, but you guys know what I mean. So now I'm about to head and, well, I'm about to go to Botani or Pacific, which is just a trim place where they sell like ribbons, ribbing, you know, etc., all that kind of shit. So I'm gonna go there, pick out some stuff, dip back on this train, and yeah, go from there. Again, I don't want to talk too much because this camera's probably about to die. So we have the gray version right here. Man, this drawstring, this shit looks beautiful. Honestly, I know I made these shits, but like, these are probably the best sweatpants I've ever laid my eyes on and worn. Obviously, I'm gonna be biased because I made them, but these shits are fire. Pentuck stitch. Shout out to my guy Mel. Awesome pattern maker if you guys need patterns made. Garment District right on 38th Street. My guy Mel, Apex Patterns in New York City. But anyway, he helps me, you know, just being like a mentor and kind of like teaching me the ropes. So all the pattern making, all the sewing, you know, I'm doing myself. And he's there just as a trusted mentor and somebody just guiding me through all this. But you have a hoodie towards it. Again, I can go into details about this all day. Cool thing about this hoodie is it actually has a double pocket on the inside, which you probably can't see right here. But this is the main kangaroo pocket, and then under it there is another one of those. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, we have this oversized, cropped in the body. Sleeves stacked perfectly on the ribbing because the sleeves are super oversized, so they just stack really nice at the wrist with this tight ribbing. And yeah, so that's that. So now we're making the black version. Yeah, they're right here on the table. It's not much right now. It's literally only 4 pieces. Still got the waistband and the cuff, which is out of the ribbon, which, you know, I'll do later. But yeah, let's go. Obviously, y'all can see that clean pattern making from your boy. Yo, I really yo, it takes so much extra time to like cut out shit because I'm trying to get like camera angles from right here, right there to make it look like aesthetically pleasing and all that good shit. Bro, this should have took me maybe 15 minutes to do, but changing my tripod, the angles, but I should add it like an extra like 35 minutes. All my content creators out there, like, salute to y'all, because I know when y'all be filming like y'all little walkout stuff and your little daily routines, bro, I know y'all gotta wake up dumb early or y'all just be mad late because that shit takes dumb time. But I guess this is kind of my life now. But anyway, it's still really fun. So boom, yeah, we got these cut out. The next step is getting into sewing, which, you know, I'll kind of just show you guys little bits and pieces of there. I know you don't want to see like too much sewing, just because it can kind of get redundant if you're not actually like in person seeing it live. So it kind of looks like you're just sewing the same shit. But yeah, so we'll put that together, and we'll go from there. I don't know where or how I'm gonna end this vlog. I guess I'm gonna see all the stuff I got. So this may be the ending, or maybe I'll just kind of show bits and pieces of this made and go from there. Alright guys, so it's the next morning. I didn't finish the crew neck, just because again it was pretty late and I had to get up early. I'm a little late right now. It's about a little after 6:20. Normally I get here like around a little after 6. But today's Friday and I'm just gonna do a pretty light workout. I figured I'd just start, you know, like I said, incorporating like again my regular life into my videos. And one of the things that I take very, you know, one of the things that's very close to my heart is going to the gym and working out, something I've been doing for the last few years. So I just figured why not, you know, include it in these videos. You guys are like a family, so you know, why not just show these aspects of my life that are, you know, really important to me. So yeah, I'm going to, what am I going to do today? That's a good question. I think maybe some kind of like full body workout, maybe a little bit of lifting. And I may run for a little bit, and only literally probably like 40 minutes, just because I think I have to do work at 9 o'clock, so your boy has to leave at 8 because my drive is super fucking far. But yeah, we're gonna get into that and do some stretching. We'll go from there. I think you got in a good 35, 40, maybe like 40 minutes or something like that. I'm gonna get out of here and get ready for work, and we'll go from there, and then we're gonna finish that crew neck later. Yo, what's going on, guys? So it is a few weeks from the last part of this video. Long story short, I actually ended up losing OD storage from me not having an external hard drive and me also being an idiot and choosing not to save my videos on my laptop. So if you're kind of just transporting your SD card in and out of your camera to and from your laptop, don't do that shit because you'll end up like me. I lost mad footage. You know, which is cool. It's a learning lesson. I was just being lazy. I didn't want to clear like a whole bunch of space that I had on my laptop, and I learned the hard way. But you know, it is what it is. Stuff happens. I did want to put a video up of me finishing this crew neck, but I feel like I got a decent amount of footage, and yeah, I think it's okay. So as you can see, I'm wearing the crew neck right now. Absolutely love how it fits. It's something that I've just been wearing like nonstop. I definitely needed a crew neck in my rotation, so it's kind of just really amazing when you feel like you know you need something in your wardrobe, and um, yeah, you just kind of create it and tailor it exactly to how you want it. So what I'm gonna do in a few seconds, I'm gonna do a little voiceover of me just modeling this piece and kind of just explaining the inspiration behind it. Again, it won't be too long just because it is a pretty standard and minimal piece, but I did put a lot of thought and effort into the pattern as to how I wanted the cut and the shape and kind of the fit of this crew neck to be, and I felt like I nailed it. I made it mad times, which I always do, one because I'm an overthinker and kind of a perfectionist, which can be good and bad, but I got it to how I like. Yeah, so we'll jump into that and then we'll come back and kind of end the video. Alright, so I made this crew neck because I just honestly really needed one in my wardrobe. So with this one, I designed it to really just put a lot of emphasis on the overall fit and the cut of it. I tried to go for something that was really minimal and super oversized but cropped in the body, as you can see. The sleeves are super oversized, and they just stack. The sleeve stacks really perfectly on the wrist. This is just a back view just so you can kind of see more of that cropped-ish look. I'm wearing it a little bit tucked in, but as you can see, if I pull it down, it'll kind of cover enough ground if you're wearing a t-shirt underneath. Here's some more sleeve detail, and you know, this is probably my favorite part of it, just how the sleeve stacks. And the collar, I just want to keep it nice and thick just to kind of go with that oversize. Before we end the video, I kind of just want to talk about the quote that I had up at the beginning of this video. I'm going to paraphrase it, which is pretty crazy because it's kind of like my own quote, but I did it a few days ago, so forgive me. But no, the quote is pretty much that I heard from Gary Vaynerchuk, who he's a very successful entrepreneur, somebody I take kind of inspiration from. He just helps a lot of entrepreneurs to grow and scale their business and just how to navigate the digital world. He runs a digital marketing agency, I believe, and like a few other things. He writes books and stuff like that. You've probably seen him. He's a guy on Instagram who's always like, you gotta be super motivated, you gotta do this, you gotta wake up at 5 a.m. No, I'm playing. He's not like that guy, but he's really cool. You guys check him out. Really cool guy. But pretty much the quote was to not get patience confused with complacency, and that really resonated with me because I think often as a creator and an entrepreneur, we often think, you know, especially if we're, you know, myself included, you know, you're in this beginning phase where you're still trying to build the foundational pieces to the business that you're building, and in that foundation, you're still learning, you're still making a lot of mistakes, and you're just trying to just figure it out day by day, and it just gets really tough sometimes. So I think it's important to know that, you know, one, complacency is knowing that you are staying in the same situation, and sometimes you may not know, but it's being content with where you are. And it's important to know that, you know, and I had to tell myself this, if you're not seeing the views that you may want from your videos, or your following count on your social media isn't growing at the rate you want it to, or your sales aren't you know, being converted into, you know, the revenue that you want, that's okay. You know, obviously it's important to pivot and make adjustments so these things can begin to happen, but it's okay when it doesn't. And just because when it isn't, it doesn't mean that you are being complacent or being content. If anything, you know, you're growing at a really rapid pace, and it's a really bold thing to, as a creator, to take on all these different, you know, I know, you know, in the beginning, it's so many different things you have to do when starting your business, whether it's editing your content, for me, making my clothes, pattern making, sewing,
doing the marketing, doing the website, talking with different manufacturers, and just several, just multiple factors that a lot of people who, may not be entrepreneurs or creators, don't really understand how much work goes into it. But I'm just here to, let you guys know, and also, again, like, remind myself too that it's okay. You know, if if anything, like, this time is really crucial because the skills that you're learning and the mistakes that you're allowing to happen is just teaching you so much. So in the future, when you are at whatever you point deem successful, you know how to navigate through adversity because you've been there at these beginning stages, which are really pivotal. My mom, or I forget, somebody always said that, maybe it was my mom, but uh, you're not learning if you're not making mistakes. So the day you stop making mistakes, you stop learning. It's just really important to kind of understand that, and to realize that you're building a skill set. And we get into this because we're passionate people. We care about the thing that we're designing, or the business that we're creating, or the product that we are so enthusiastic about telling people and selling, and we dream about it every day, and we get a chance to do it every single day, or as often as you can. And in that, you're just learning so much. So look at that as you're growing in your skill set, in your craft, and the craft comes first and everything else will follow. um you know the last few months, honestly, I was in a space where I felt like I was being very selfish, and thinking I was in a complacent space because I wasn't. I felt like I was putting so much effort, you know, into my brand. I've been doing my brand now for 3 years, but I've been studying fashion and kind of just learning my craft since I graduated high school, which is about 8 years ago. So it's been, a lengthy period of time of me just kind of doing this and not feeling like I am where I need to be. And I felt like I was doing a lot of my work, like just going extremely hard, like at an unhealthy rate, and feeling like, no, I need to do this because I need to be here, or I need to have this amount of followers. And that was just my ego. And that was me thinking that if I didn't think like that, I'm being complacent. And no, I had to take a step back and realize that you have to be patient. It takes 10 years to be an overnight success, as they say. Not saying that, your journey or my journey will take 10 years, but it's just knowing that great things take time, and you need it to take time. It's important. You don't want to skip those really important steps in the beginning where you are just figuring out, how to build your structure. If your house doesn't have a strong foundation under it, it's eventually going to crack down. So I think just realizing that it does, that structure needs to be implemented, and that there's no time clock or uh, time frame where you need to be successful, wherever you deem as success. Whenever it happens, that's going to be the right moment when it does. And that will be a very joyous moment for me and for you guys. So I just want to let you guys know that, and to, pat yourselves on the back, and really look at yourself as somebody as a strong, bold, confident, and risk taker, because you are taking a risk by starting a business, or starting a clothing brand, or whatever entrepreneurial route that you're taking, or not even entrepreneurial, just anything that you're just building towards. um just be sure to do that. um and yeah, I don't want to talk too much just because I know I'll start rambling. But just being patient, enjoying the journey and everything that comes with it, because these are going to be the times where you look back and say, man, I remember where I was here. And I think you'll have a greater appreciation, down the line, when you can look back and see where you came from. So yeah, don't get patience confused with complacency. You are getting better every single day if you're choosing to uh, do something. And I'll leave it right here too. I compare this journey to a GPS. With the GPS, you have a set destination, and in that there may be bad weather, your car may break down, you may take a wrong turn, but as long as you're in the car and you're driving, that destination is still on your screen, and you're gonna get there. And that's the beauty about, you know, this journey, that everybody's route is different, and rerouting is okay because you're still on that path. So I'm gonna wrap the video up right here. Thank you guys, I appreciate you watching. Again, just like the video, share it, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. And yeah, we'll be back soon with another video. So I'm just gonna end it right here. Honestly, this is like my 10th time recording this shit too. Sometimes I get nervous talking in front of the camera, which, you know, I'm sure I'll get better at that too. You know, over time. Again, thank you again, guys, and I'll see you next time.